Well, as I said, we were going to do another few quests, and here we are running right into one. That's why I paused it so quickly. As you would miss it, then you would be confused what we were doing.
Your wish?
Yep,
Very
we are
well.
setting up the party like this. Here we are. Greetings to you and yours, my friend. Might I have your ear for a moment?
Say your piece and move along, my time is valuable.
I would perhaps look to a mercenary guild for more professional help, but my time is limited. And you will have to do. I pay more than you're worth, so listen well, no?
What is it then? What will I be expected to do?
My proposition is thus. I would have you enter the home of a colleague of mine, and effect the release of a creature he has imprisoned. Ragavast be his name, and he has in his possession one of the most beautiful and useful creatures in all of Faerun. It's a nymph he captured some time ago. I know not what laughable plans he has for her, but I am sure she'll be more productive in my care. I'm not so rich as to be able to offer huge gold, but as a competent wizard I do have the odd magical items of worth. Perhaps an enchanted item will serve your needs, no?
Your offer is interesting, but I prefer it to be larger. It's quite a risk you wish me to take.
Would that I did have magical items strewn about the place. Were it so, I could simply sell them and pay you gold. It is not as though they are cheap to come by. As it is, you must take my offer as is or not at all. I trust you understand, no?
Fine, your terms are acceptable, I agree.
Most agreeable. Already you show intelligence needed to succeed. I give you directions to Ragavast abode, and you will take it from there, yes? You will find Ragavast home in the home northeast of the Hall of Wonder. We meet at my home when you complete your mission. Do not tarry, for I have many plans. Let not the guards see you with the nymph, or the nymph. They will surely question her presence. I will expect you soon.
TX has noted your claims on leadership of this group, Skizny, and has allowed it to continue because it amuses him. The petty conceit of the enslaved delights both Sirik and his favorite, and you lack the proper enthusiasm. But you lack proper enthusiasm in your duties. TX demands blood, death, and misery, that all might know of Sirik's will and despair. Yet you have shown insufficient enthusiasm in this regard. Mend your attitude lest you find yourself shoveling manure when TX seizes control of all, rather than just carving the hearts of the chest of TX enemies. TX rules!
Come, ask for people's hearts as a matter of arms.
So what exactly do you want me to do? Kick a baby off a cliff? That is a start! Maybe we set a few paladins on fire while we're at it. Or hack apart some old lady. Whatever it takes to prove your worth to TX. Sirik demands blood and cruelty. Supply it, or TX will no longer guide this group. TX will grant you some small time to mend your attitude. TX walks if Sirik has not been sated. Alright, whatever you say. TX will not be shunned. You are forgiven for now, but dare not misstep again, slave!
Yeah, quite the delusion of grandeur, that little one. For now, we need to rest. Our Party is quite beat up and we don't have any healing spells left. Or identify spells to identify all our loot, really. Now we unlock this little corner of the city. Actually, let's go to this little corner. It has a good inn, I believe.
Very well.
This one. The Blushing Mermaid. Oh my! Oh my.
I'll be lost. You be Skizny? Don't try to deny it. You should not have come to Baldur's Gate. You've been given many warnings before, but you ignored them. And now you must pay. Sorry, but lords must kill.
Wait a moment, you big elf. Why would you think I'm Skizny? Do I look like some kind of hero? Skizny is a juggernaut of destruction with flaming eyes and a roaring voice. My companions and I, we are just normal folk.
Huh? But you must be Skizny. We see picture, and it looked like you. It had no fire eyes and big voice. Though pictures don't have voices, so I'm confused.
Lars, my poor confused ogre, there's only one thing for you to do. You have to go back, take a closer look at the picture, and I'm sure once you've had a second look, you know what a big mistake you've made. Now run along, I'll be waiting right here.
Yes, good idea. Let's find picture and see for sure. You wait here until Lord get back.
Very well.
Sure we will, lads. Sure we will. Well, we are going to stay here, so maybe.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Welcome, you. Just try not to make too many messes here. We lose enough patrons to their profession without losing them to their recreation as well. So what do they offer? Rest. Good. TX, fetch me some food and be quick about it. If Skizny insists on traveling with us, you can at least make yourselves useful. Though never useful enough to justify his presence amongst us, or his continued existence for that matter.
TX is no butler! Rather, TX is the one to be battled! Now that TX has been insulted, he demands that you fetch his breakfast! TX likes his eggs scrambled and easy on the jelly for his toast.
Why must my inferiors always whine and complain instead of promptly obeying? I suppose I shall have to speak in a language this simpleton understands if I wish anything to be accomplished. TX, if you fetch me my breakfast, I will use the World Conquer Scroll I've been saving since I left there, and you can roll the world as soon as I finish eating.
World Conquest Scroll?
Yes, I found it on a kobold I killed on my trip from Thay. It's a magic spell, cast it and you instantly roll the world. I wish you would just get my food already.
Bah! TX isn't an idiot! If such a scroll existed, Cyril himself would have handed to TX that he might rule the world all the faster. Cyril would never deign to let such an important scroll fall into the hands of a foolish slave, such as you!
Are you going to fetch my breakfast or not?
Yes. But not because TX believes that the scroll, of course. TX has absolutely no interest in such an obviously fake, fragrant lie. TX will be right back with breakfast, alright? And even if TX doesn't believe you, your promise is still binding. And if you're telling the truth.
Well, Edwin, in a rare case, actually outsmarting someone. I'm impressed. Of course, it is a man with
Soon TX rules!
10 intelligence, which is quite low. Well, not. It's kind of average. Now we're all back in business. Let's now, as we said, we killed that guy for this cool helmet, which is the helm of the noble. It gives us armor class and charisma as well as the standard helmet protection. And a helm with armor class is quite rare, so boom. This is just a helmet, right? Right. And the sword we got is Conda +1. Pass the sword against shapeshifters when it comes +3. Nah, that's not that great. Spear +1. We will hand this all to Kagan. A wand of fire. Those are actually always very useful, so they can cast fireballs. Cold resistance. Electrical resistance. And that was all the identify spells we had for the day. Yeah, 6 of them.
Who dares prod TX?
Tempted to rest again, but we won't do another round of that identifying stuff. That will be boring. Plus healing is much better, but that we can't avoid.
Hurry up! Very well.
That's good enough. Right. Off we go to find a nymph at the home of Ragavas.
All right.
Which is, let's see, right, it's over here, I believe.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
Now this is a cool place. As you can see, this is a very, very big temple. And it is the High Home of Wonder, which is the temple of Gaunt, the god of invention, smithing, and all that kind of thing. It's one of the bigger temples of their faith in the Forgotten Realms, I believe, which is why it's so huge here. And since it has a nice sign, this is Ragavast's home. And nice for him to put a sign up.
I'll do
See if we
anything.
can break in.
Of course, darling.
What would you
And
have
we're
me
in.
do?
Solid.
All right, all right.
Now know thee well. I cannot let thee leave. We are meant to be together, whether you know it or no.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
What? What bandits dare enter the home of Ragavast? Identify your purpose here, and I might know what to put on thy tombstone. I should like as little trouble as possible. If you simply hand over the nymphs, I shall return to Ramersitz. Ramersitz, Andy! That treacherous eel will not have Abella. What he suggests is against all tenets of decency. His foul plan dies with thee here with thee. Well, that's a shame.
You are so irritating.
He is irritating indeed. Magic missile. Oh, he doesn't cast a mirror image. I'm surprised.
You
That's
insist.
generally the start. See, let's pump one arrow in him at least. And that was the last arrow he ever needed. It was the death arrow. The black arrow. Boom. More space in my inventory. So this is, I believe, an amulet of protection. Can't identify it. We're out of those. But well, it's off screen.
Hurry up! Very well.
Let's first loot his house. This is a nice house with a giant telescope. In medieval times, it's quite a thing to have. Probably made a deal with the temple across the street to get that. That would be a Gondar invention, most certainly.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
My poor Ragavast. Like many humans, you could not understand the feelings my kind elicits. What of you, Savior? I should like to believe I am free, but your kind often does good things for bad reasons. What are your plans for me?
Well, I have a duty to complete, regardless of how I feel. You are to be delivered to Ramazit, but I don't imagine his treatment of you could be worse than Ragavast.
Ramazit! Ragavast was deathly afraid I should fall into his hands. He would not say why, but it worries me nonetheless. I beg of you, do not do this.
Those are mere words. Ramazit's a half-thee, as the deal we struck degrees.
I fear I am to die in this ugly town. Drag me on, for I care not.
What would you have me do?
Hey, we have a nymph in our inventory.
Your wish, if you insist.
And last time
If
I
you
let
insist.
her go, because I thought that would get me a reputation boost, but it didn't. Which is why now I am actually going to do what Skisney would do and stick to the deal.
Because the deal brings money. I might backstab
all
the
right.
prick. But that's here and there. I will have completed the deal. No one can fault me for that, especially not a court.
We need to go to Ramaritz's home, which is this big gaudy tower. Clearly, the blue and red giant tower, like some kind of circus, should tell us how evil this man is. Let's look around it so you can have a good look at this monstrosity. I mean, look at that. It doesn't even have that much levels, trust me. And it doesn't match the rest of the architecture at all. This man is a loon to have designed this.
Very well.
My secrets are mine alone. You know enough of me already.
A profitable day for both our interests. A service of immense proportions you have served me. I am to be captive here now? I shall die amidst this ugliness. No, child, you need not worry your pretty little head. In but a 10 days you will be no longer be here or anywhere. I would have a word with your liberators for a moment. Wait here, please. A job done well in every respect, and no finer specimen could I have wished for. By far she is the most elusive spell component I have ever had to seek. Her body will yield a score of human control potions, as well as at least 2 or 3 items of command. I am assured wealth for this season, and the next at the very least. I have you all to thank. But you please have this item and enjoy. Yes, it is a good thing you do what you do here today. Show yourself out. I have much work to attend to. So we got an item, which is not that useful really.
This is not a proper reward. You screwed us!
My secrets are mine alone. You know enough of me already.
Why have you remained in my home? Have I not paid as we agreed? I must have solitude. I must ask you again to go, yes?
Am I to understand you plan to dissect this creature?
Her beauty is priceless in the eyes, but bottled and powdered, it is gold in my coffer. Well, I appreciate that. These are all a bit too noble. Maybe we should just screw him over and just backstab him. Oh no, let's act like we are the moral high ground.
You must realize that is an abomination worth in keeping her caged. Do not do this.
She's a resource to be tapped. If you would stand before me, it is you who will be stopped. The guards will see your charred dead bodies as bandits in my home. Come and find me in the top if you dare. Poof. Oh, and he disappears with the nymph. I guess next time we'll go rescue the nymph up in this tower. There will undoubtedly be quite a lot of surprises on our way up. So till the next round.